There's a lot of confusion over whether you can mix your vaccines or not. Now, before I proceed with this show, here in India, the answer is no. You should not mix your vaccines because it is still being studied. But you're probably wondering why. Why is there this confusion? Why are people even asking the questions over whether they can mix their vaccines or not? Well, there are a few reasons. People with their first dose of one particular vaccine are unable to get the second dose. There are shortages which are hitting people's dosage deadlines and schedules. And that's why they're wondering, can I mix my vaccines? There is an urgency to complete their vaccination before the third wave, the so-called third wave, whenever it's coming. And therefore, people are in a hurry. There is a stubborn lack of clarity from the government or the system on vaccine availability even now. There is very low predictability on vaccine availability when Indian citizens will need it, because they're given a window within which they're supposed to take their second dose, and if they can't access that particular vaccine, it's leading to all these questions. After we reported that 20 people have been given different vaccines, first Covishield, then Covaxin and stuff like that, in Uttar Pradesh, this is what actually emerged. And this is one of the stories that has come to the fore, which has led people to ask the question, can we mix vaccines or not?
Call it bizarre, but 20 people were given a vaccine cocktail in Uttar Pradesh's Siddharthnagar. First dose Covishield and second Covaxin. Local health officials called it a mistake, an administrative oversight. But the incident has sparked massive confusion. Is mixing vaccines dangerous or an immunity booster? Government protocol on vaccination state that people must take both shots of the same vaccine, as there is no evidence-based trial done on mixing Covishield and Covaxin shots. The villagers claim that they were unaware of what was being given, but so far have not reported any serious adverse effects after this vaccine cocktail.
कोविशील्ड लगी पहली वैक्सीन, कोविशील्ड लगी और दूसरी वैक्सीन जब लगी तो उसका देखा गया सीसी तो वो को वैक्सीन था।
कोई दिक्कत नहीं हुई बाबा?
कुछ नहीं साहब, कोनो दिक्कत नहीं।
अच्छा,
हाँ।
डॉक्टरों ने क्या कहा? डॉक्टर से दोबारा मिले कि नहीं आप लोग जब
नहीं क्यों अबे नहीं किया डॉक्टर?
कुछ डॉक्टरों ने संतुष्ट किया, कुछ बताया?
जी हाँ साहब, कि मैंने पूछने लगे तब तो हम लोगों ने बताया साहब कि हम लोगों को कोई तकलीफ नहीं है साहब। लग गया है सुई लेकिन गलत से, लेकिन कोई तकलीफ नहीं है ना।
हाँ वो तो हमारे लगवाए ना, वो हमारे को नहीं पता रहा।
नहीं पता रहा। लेकिन कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं हुई?
नहीं दिक्कत नहीं, कुछ नहीं।
The Indian government health expert on vaccination says that it is not protocol, but it isn't a cause of concern either.
प्रोटोकॉल के हिसाब से हमें सजग रहना है कि ऐसे नहीं हो, बिकॉज दैट इज हाउ इट शुड बी कि पहले जो टीका लगे उसी वैक्सीन का दूसरा टीका। लेकिन फिर भी अगर ऐसे हो भी गया है, सर्टेन कर लीजिए, उस व्यक्ति को बेसिकली नॉट टू वरी।
Experts, however, say one cannot mix vaccines without proper clinical trials, and both Covishield and Covaxin are made differently based on different technologies.
यदि पहली डोज कोवैक्सिन की लगी है तो दूसरी डोज कोविशील्ड की नहीं लेनी चाहिए। सिमिलरली पहली डोज कोविशील्ड की लगी है तो दूसरी डोज कोवैक्सिन की नहीं लेनी चाहिए। दोनों ही अलग वैक्सीन हैं, एक वेक्टर्ड वैक्सीन है, दूसरी इनएक्टिवेटेड वैक्सीन है। एट दिस पॉइंट मिक्स एंड मैच बिल्कुल नहीं करना चाहिए। जो पहली डोज ली है दूसरी डोज भी उसी वैक्सीन की होनी चाहिए।
But studies on mixing vaccines are being conducted globally. Clinical trials combining doses of AstraZeneca and Sputnik V jabs began in February, but both of these are adenovirus vector vaccines. One study in Spain found that using Pfizer for the first shot and Covishield for the second produced a potent immune response against the novel coronavirus. But the Spanish trial was conducted under supervision. Mixing doses is not recommended anywhere on the planet, and certainly not outside clinical trials. With Milind Sharma, Bureau Report, India Today.
So these are the most frequently asked questions as far as vaccine mixing is concerned. We showed you that report because there was that incident in Uttar Pradesh where over 20 people were actually given a different vaccine for their second dose. And now, while there has been no adverse reaction, it is being strongly advised against, because what's the point? If you're supposed to take only one vaccine, why would you take a different one? But here are the frequently asked questions on this. If my first dose is Covaxin, can I take Covishield as a second dose? You already heard the doctor saying don't do that. If my first dose is Covaxin, can I take Sputnik V as my second dose vaccine? If my first dose is Covaxin, can I take either Pfizer or Moderna as my second dose? Because those two vaccines have not come to India yet. Maybe people are planning to go abroad and get their second dose. Is that a possibility, or is that something that's advisable at all? Number 4, will mixing vaccines affect the strength against COVID-19 of the individual vaccines? Number 5, will mixing vaccines, very important question, will mixing vaccines harm the recipient's health? Will there be terrible side effects if you mix vaccines? Number 6, if you get both doses of one vaccine, can you at a later stage take 2 doses of another vaccine? Like if I get 2 doses of Covishield today, can I take 2 doses of Moderna at some later time if I'm traveling? That's the, those are the questions that are swirling in people's minds. Stay with me because we've got experts who are going to answer these questions for you. 5 things that experts around the world are saying right now. We've compiled the, experts speak on vaccine mixing. They say, they're unanimous. They say, don't mix vaccines just yet. The effects are still being studied scientifically. There is no robust scientific study just yet. Please wait, is what experts are saying. Please do not take a decision to get a different vaccine if you've already had 1 dose of a particular vaccine. Vaccine mix only in rare or extremely exceptional cases, say experts, and many experts say not even then. Vaccine mix is still a very blind risk because of the absence of data right now. There is a plausible benefit, say scientists and experts, but again, wait for the official stamp before taking this kind of decision. I have 2 excellent experts to break this down for us and take some of those questions. We have Dr. Sameer Gupta, who's a very well-known interventional cardiologist. He's director of the Omkal Hospital. Dr. Sonia Lal is director of Metro Group of Hospitals. She is a well-known neurologist. Dr. Lal, I'd like to come to you first. It's the question that people are asking, not because, not because of the fun of it. Nobody wants to pick and choose and cherry pick their vaccines. If I have one particular vaccine, I would obviously like to take the same vaccine for the second dose. But we are in such a situation, doctor, that, people are wondering, I may not even be able to get my said vaccine within that time window. And that's why all these questions are coming. Is there a clear answer you have to people, ma'am, in India who are saying, can I mix my vaccines?
Hi, Shiv, firstly, this is a very important topic, so I'm glad you are covering it. And, at this point, I think the simple answer is no, please do not mix your vaccine.
Yes.
See, anything that is done beyond a clinical trial, we do not know what is going to happen. No doubt, there are studies going on right now, internationally, and hopefully we will have results in a few months. But at this time, you rather wait and stagger getting your second dose, but stick to the same vaccine. There is no data to show that you can take Covishield and then you can take Covaxin or vice versa. And maybe you will have side effects, maybe you will not have side effects. What is the immune response? How will your body react? How will the antibodies react? Will you even form the same response? How long will it last?
Yes.
There are so many questions that are left unanswered at this point that I think the clear answer is no, until we do not have clinical trials. Please do not, mix your vaccines.
Dr. Gupta, what are the possible risks of mixing vaccines? Give us a scientific answer to that, because, there could possibly be side effects. We don't know if this will affect the strength of each individual vaccine if people mix it. We have a clear answer from Dr. Lal. She says, no. The answer is no, please don't mix your vaccines. Why shouldn't vaccines be mixed? Let's help us understand that, sir.
So, the vaccine mixing or combination of vaccines is something which has been talked about in the medical literature for a long time. They were being evaluated actually when the Ebola pandemic happened. Oh, it was not a pandemic, but when the Ebola virus outbreak was happening, this question was being pondered at that time, and
Yes.
also when they were developing HIV vaccines. You have to first understand, I'll just take a minute and try and explain that the combination of vaccines works for two reasons. It is based on, when you give vaccines, it's based on two things. The first dose of vaccine that you get is the priming dose, where your body is being primed to the virus or
Yes.
to the infection. And the second is the boosting dose, where now the body, after it is primed, the antibody level boosts up and the body gets a little bit more robust with its antibody response. Actually, vaccine combination trials are currently underway across the world. There was one trial which was called the COMCOV trial, which came out of Spain, which
Yes.
was published a couple of weeks ago, and in which they saw if we give the first dose of AstraZeneca vaccine and we follow that up with the Pfizer vaccine in an 8-week interval, is it good?
Yes.
And the answer was, in this combination, they found that there was a robust antibody response. Okay.
Yes.
There wasn't a robust antibody response because this problem of vaccine deficiency is being faced by multiple countries across the world. Canada, Europe. Some people don't want to use the AstraZeneca vaccine because of the concerns of blood clots in some countries, etc. So people across the world are actually trying to study this. Now, is this ready for prime time? Is this ready for everyday use? Those people who are watching it, can they use it? I would say just hold on, let more data become available before we get this.
Because we've got data, like you just mentioned, there are studies across the world, Dr. Gupta, of mixing vaccines, Covishield plus Pfizer. In the US, Pfizer plus Moderna is being permitted by the US government as well. There are many countries in which a combination of vaccines is being permitted, as you rightly said, including places like France, Sweden, Finland. Canada also has permitted the combination of vaccines. The question, Dr. Lal, is this is going to become a necessity. Because of the shortage of vaccines and the urgency to vaccinate people all around the world, the mixing or the combination of vaccines is going to, while the clear answer, and I'm grateful that you've given a clear answer, is no right now, at some point it might actually become an imperative. So people might have a formula that they can follow. Oh, I've had Covishield, maybe I can aim to get a Pfizer next, whenever that happens.
Absolutely, Shiv. So it's just very early stages.
Yeah.
And as Dr. Gupta pointed out, there have been studies. In fact, there was a smaller study also done, by Oxford University that actually showed that when two vaccines were mixed, the side effects, short-term side effects were higher in terms of fatigue and having more of a headache. So we are getting the data out, but there weren't any long-term effects. The patients did, the people did fine, whoever had that. But again, it's just very early on.
Yeah.
The principle that is actually used for mixing two vaccines, together, when we say mixing, taking two different vaccines, is called heterologous boost in a very scientific term.
Right.
And the what they say is that if two vaccines have the same target, in this case, the spike protein, most of the vaccines, they're targeting the spike protein.
Correct.
Then yes, this can be a possibility. But, Covishield and Covaxin are made very differently. One is a vector.
Yes.
Covishield is a vector vaccine, while Covaxin is an inactivated vaccine, or where they kill the virus. The virus is actually dead, and then that is injected into the system. So because they are made differently, most likely we know that, yes, possibly we're not, whatever the studies are showing so far, the side effects will not be bad. Maybe the immune response will be fine. But at this point, till we do not have enough data, we just have to have higher numbers. We have to have, before we can officially say that, let's go ahead. But I'm sure in the future, as you said, with the shortage that is going on, if we have to stop this pandemic, I'm sure steps will have to be taken where this will possibly become a possibility, a reality,
Yes.
where maybe vaccines would be mixed.
What-
But I think, again, it's just very early
Yes.
to exactly say that, what is safe and what is not.
Medically speaking, Dr. Gupta, given that we are still in this second wave right now, there is this urgency to vaccinate everyone. What are the medical risks of people considering mixing their vaccines, per force because of the devilry of availability? What are the medical risks of that?
So, when, like Dr. Lal pointed out, that the COMCOV trial, which came out of the UK,
Yes.
they noticed that there was if you took 2 doses of AstraZeneca vaccine or the Covishield vaccine, you had a 10% risk of side effects. If you took AstraZeneca after Pfizer, your short-term risk, the fever, the chills, the body aches, they went up to 30%. There were no serious side effects.
Yes.
So, we have to wait and watch and see what the data comes out and how it all pans out. But right now, let's not. I would be hesitant in doing 2 doses. But those people who have recently gotten the two different vaccines by mistake, we should actually study the antibody response. We should take the data out of those patients who got it, see what their experience has been, if they monitor them closely, and then we will have actually a default subset to see the safety and answer a lot of the questions. Also, one more thing is that, which was just pointed out, is that the goal of the vaccine is the same, right? If you're given, irrespective of which vaccine you're using, the goal is to stimulate antibodies.
Yes.
To prime your body up against the antigen. So if you're given different vaccines, if you're given 2 different vaccines and they have kind of the same target, like Dr. Lal pointed out, it may not be. It should not have that much in terms of side effects.
Okay, very interesting.
But that is yet to be determined.
I'm glad you clarified that, because that's another concern that people have. They're thinking about combining their vaccines, but are also thinking about what kind of effect it might have on their bodies. So I'm all about clear answers. I like clear answers, and I'm very thankful to the both of you for giving clear answers to our viewers. Let me summarize in case anyone is even remotely confused. Do not combine your vaccines. Do not mix your vaccines. If you've had a particular vaccine, please, no matter what, only get that same vaccine. This is applicable until further notice, until there is an update from the government and until there is a study. Dr. Gupta, Dr. Lal, stay with me. Sneha Mordani, our deputy editor who tracks the COVID crisis for us, is also live with me. Sneha, you've just heard both our excellent panelists right now. Is there any study that's happening here in India to test the effects of Covaxin plus Covishield, like has happened inadvertently in that UP village? Is there any kind of study? Because there are similar studies that have happened in other parts of the world about mixing vaccines.
No, there is no study. In fact, and Shiv, there is in fact a conversation about a possible study on the same. It's interesting because there was a meeting that was held a few days ago of the NEGVAC to discuss whether they should take this forward, given the fact that there is a wide gap between supply and demand in India. And as far as Covaxin and Covishield are concerned, there is a huge difference in the number of doses of both of these vaccines available in the country. One is not available plenty, and the second one is available again in limited doses.
Yes.
But it's extremely important because I found the reaction of the government of India extremely strange. In the beginning of the vaccination drive, there was a document that was given out. At least I got it through my sources within the government about the possible way forward as far as the inoculation drive is concerned. That document clearly said that in one particular district, there will be only one type of vaccine given. That was the ideal case situation, so that there is no mix-up. Clearly, the government was wary of a mix-up. I think in this case, when this mix-up happened, because there was no serious adverse event, I think the government has taken some solace from that. Because there was no serious adverse event, so we can say
thank God
that
there was
we are
no
okay.
serious event. Yeah.
Yes, that's how I look at this, Shiv. And I think going forward, the government would have to now discuss on what should be done if there is a situation in districts where we need to mix the doses, and whether this needs to be done. And of course, there has to be a study to analyze and understand the side effects of the same, if they increase, even if it is for the time being.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know, because the thing is, time is of the essence, is it not, Dr. Lal? One final question to both the doctors. Sneha, continue to stay with me. Is that Sneha says there is talk of a study, Dr. Lal, to test whether Covaxin and Covishield can be combined, or vice versa. Is it imperative that such a study happen at the earliest? Because there doesn't appear to be an end in sight in terms of a resolution to the shortage issue.
Absolutely. I think it has to be done sooner than later because we all know for a fact that, the second wave is, we are in the midst of the second wave and maybe in the end of it. The third wave, God knows when it's going to come. Nobody can predict the third wave. And the only way to end the pandemic is vaccination.
Yeah.
So until we figure out the shortage part, I think the study has to be done sooner than later. The government probably has to do it on small sample sizes because maybe they cannot afford to wait for a long time to wait for the results as well. So they will have to come up with something where they can study people very closely and, and come up with an answer sooner than later so that the country can be vaccinated, because that is our only solution and hope to find this pandemic. I do not think we can afford another wave the way we just had one, because that was devastating, as we all know.
No, truly, it is imperative. Dr. Gupta, would you like to add to that? There needs to be an urgency in terms of studying the vaccines available in India and whether they can work together. We've got Sputnik V also coming in. Pfizer and Moderna are looking to also come in. So there may be an urgency in creating these studies, sir.
Absolutely. If the pandemic has taught us anything, it is that data is everything.
Yeah.
If you go back a year ago, it was hydroxychloroquine, which was the holy grail. And then it became plasma. And then, we've gone through multiple, and there was HIV drugs which were being touted in the middle. And none of them worked. So data is everything, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're giving therapy, so data is everything. And the data comes only out of good quality studies. And good quality studies is what is needed. And, if the UK can do this, I'm certain that our smart scientists in India and the researchers over here can do this too. And the sooner we get an answer, the better we will have a resolution. And, I think it's very important that we pursue this.
Dr. Sameer Gupta, Dr. Sonia Lal, pleasure. Thank you for the very clear answers. I can tell you that I'm sure that, the both of you are in your daily lives are bombarded with this question as well. I certainly am. People are constantly asking, can we mix our vaccines? So as promised, a clear answer from two well-known, credible medical practitioners in the country. Do not mix your vaccines. Now, India's average daily vaccination drive has slowed down in 21 states. That's the situation we're in. India Today's Data Intelligence Unit brings us these numbers on the average vaccination data from major states for the past 26 days. Delhi is at 12.3%. Uttar Pradesh just 27.2%. Assam is at 16.6%. Chhattisgarh is at 56.5%, Odisha at 49.2%, Telangana at 71.2%, Kerala at 59.1%, Maharashtra at 40.2%, and Rajasthan at 47.2%. So a heavy dose of vaccine reality coming on that front. Now, like I said, we've got the Covaxin and Covishield here. Sputnik V is in the process of entering India. Some shots have already been administered. Vaccines are the most sought-after commodity in India, given the concerns of an upcoming third wave and severe infections seen in many who did not get the shot. But there is a shortage of doses, and only 2 companies are rolling out those doses. The third, Sputnik V, has very limited supply. The government says they're talking to Moderna and Pfizer. Sneha Murdani tells us more.
The only way to cushion the third wave is to vaccinate, vaccinate and vaccinate as many people as we can. But India's pace has been woefully slow. The reason is shortage, and there is criticism about India not being prompt in looking at procuring vaccines like Pfizer and Moderna.
We should have anticipated the same happening here a little later. We should have capitalized on the large manufacturing capacity of vaccines that India has and finalized the deals with these companies to manufacture their vaccines in India. All this should have happened 4 or 5 months ago so that we could be using those vaccines now and seeing the pandemic through by September, October 21.
We underestimated the vaccine requirement, say public health experts.
It seems to have originated from insufficient amount of time and thinking given to supply and procurement of vaccines, and more attention was given on the prioritization of target population. We also need to remember that vaccine manufacturing is a complex process, and reliance on one or two vaccine manufacturers is something like putting all the eggs in single basket.
At least in its dealings with Pfizer, the deal breaker last year was the insistence on indemnity clause and also Pfizer's insistence on not conducting bridging studies, conditions that India's drug regulator did not agree to. You know, Dr. Guleria, as early as the month of August and September last year, we were having a conversation about Pfizer approaching the regulators. Do you think the decision that the regulators have now taken, apply for emergency use authorization, a decision is going to be taken in 3 days, carry on with bridging studies, this could have been done earlier, we could have saved more lives?
One could always argue that retrospectively, if we had done away with the bridging studies in the past and said that you can just approve vaccines with the regulatory approval being there from, let's say, the foreign regulators, we should accept that and go ahead. But then there was a lot of concern that in our own population, we may have side effects which may cause problems which may not get picked up. And if that approval was given, then people would start criticizing the regulator for giving approval which were not really justified.
Now, a conversation is underway with both of these companies. The centre also justifying the centralized policy of dealing with the companies themselves.
हमने मिलके इन सब कंपनीज को एंड स्पेसिफिकली फाइजर, मॉडर्ना, J&J के साथ लगातार बातचीत और कांटेक्ट रखा. इनफैक्ट फाइजर के साथ तो वो कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी डिक्लेरेशन वगैरह का जो करार करना पड़ता है वो भी किया.
Moderna is expected to launch a single-dose COVID-19 vaccine in India next year and is in talks with Cipla among other firms. While Moderna has conveyed to Indian authorities that it does not have surplus vaccines to share in 2021, US giant Pfizer is ready to offer 5 crore shots in 2021. But it continues to insist on regulatory relaxations, including indemnification, it enjoys in many other countries. Pfizer says it can provide vaccines in tranches of 1 crore. 1 crore in July, 1 crore in August, and 2 crores in September, again a crore in October for supply to India this year, and that it's only going to be dealing with the government of India, and payment for the vaccines will have to be made by the government of India to Pfizer India. In a statement to India Today, Pfizer said that it is committed to continue engagement with the government of India to support its fight against the pandemic and to make the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine available for use in the country. It also says the discussions are ongoing. At least 2 high-level meetings were held only last week to discuss the manner in which the widening gap between supply and demand of vaccine doses in India can be stemmed and how Pfizer and Moderna can be brought to the country. Pfizer has suggested that at least 116 countries have signed the indemnification document and it expects India to do the same. Given the fact that over 14 crore doses of Pfizer's vaccine have been administered outside of India and very little serious adverse events, very few adverse events have been reported, and also that this vaccine is being given to children, makes the proposition of having this vaccine in India an exciting one. In New Delhi, Sneha Murdani for India Today.